rifle and moccasin shoes. Wandering through the smoky gray hills, the Appalachian Mountains was the place he'd choose. The water runs clear and fresh and sweet, grass so green, the sky so blue. Mountains so high they touch the clouds, good times are plenty and hard times a few. All those Appalachian hills he called home then would always seem the most precious place to be. No matter where he traveled, on land or across the sea, he would always wander back to Appalachian memory. Pine trees tall and big and round, all the wild beasts that roam so free. Black-eyed Susans and open fields, surely there's not a better place to be. Ground so rich and black as coal, there's more to see behind every tree. If he traveled to a distant land, he'd see the Appalachians in his dream. All those Appalachian hills he called home then would always seem the most precious place to be. No matter where he traveled, on land or across the sea, he would always wander back to Appalachian memory. Appalachian memories. In 1931, he had a wife and 2 sons. He worked in the coal mines back then. In the West Virginia hills, he worked hard to pay his bills. Most everyone was proud to call him friend. Daddy was a coal mining man, living in the coal fields back then. He dug that old black coal, worked his fingers to the bone. Daddy was a coal mining man. His wife Ellen passed away, then little Millard Ray went on to live with Mom in that land. Now they sang with the angel band and holding to God's hand, while Daddy's trying hard to understand. Daddy was a coal mining man, living in the coal fields back then. He dug that old black coal, worked his fingers to the bone. Daddy was a coal mining man. With a lady I call Mom, and still he works so hard to have our home. He breathed that old black coal, now Daddy's growing old. No more work in the coal mines from now on. Daddy was a coal mining man, living in the coal fields back then. He dug that old black coal, worked his fingers to the bone. Daddy was a coal mining man. I met you in Washington when the cherry blossoms bloom. On that night we played a gig in a smoke-filled bar room. with my tired old country band. You came over to my table and offered me your tender hand. And you've been my love ever since that night of April 29. Oh, you've been my love ever since that night of April 29. Sparkle in your eye and that black as raven hair. I knew you had won my heart on that night right then and there. We talked about the good times, the bad, and all the in-between. You told me I seemed like a prince, and oh, I thought you were a queen. And you've been my love ever since that night of April 29. Oh, you've been my love ever since that night of April 29. And then we danced underneath the stars and moon. Tears crossed our cheeks when we did part, but I knew I'd come back soon. It seems as though when I left you my heart was pierced with a knife. I was gone for a short eternity, then I returned to make you my bride. And you've been my love ever since that night of April 29. Oh, you are my love, you became my wife next April 29. The evening sun was resting just beyond the smoky hills. The little town was quiet, work was done in all the fields, except for a lonely lady who had no place to go but to a corner bar called Sammy's to start her nighttime show. Small town lady wants to live the big time way. Small town lady, why don't you leave this town today? There's a better way of life than hanging around a small town bar. You'll never change your small town ways, that's just the way you are. She painted on her makeup, slipped on her high heel shoes. She walked into the little bar, sat down at her favorite booth. An old farmhand walked over, he reeked the barnyard air, but by this time the whiskey made her so she didn't care. Small town lady wants to live the big time way. Small town lady, why don't you leave this town today? change your small town ways, that's just the way you are. Years are slowly passing, her black hair's turning gray. Time and whiskey and the smoke-filled bars are showing in her face. She sits there in her favorite booth and stares out at the street. She realizes her mistake, but now it's much too late. Small town lady wants to live the big time way. Small town lady, why don't you leave this town today? There's a better way of life than hanging around a small town bar. You'll never change your small town ways, that's just the way you are. No, you'll never change your small town ways, that's just the way you are. Last night I had a dream about the coming of the king. He had left his throne to bring his children home. He appeared in the eastern sky, then I began to cry. How happy I would be to sing around God's throne. Sing, 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 sing around God's throne. Sing around his throne with my loved ones all at home. Sing around God's throne. Sing around God's throne while eternity rolls on. I dreamed about my neighbors that I love so well. Will they be in heaven and escape the fire of hell? Then he took me by the hand, said, brother, you're not alone. I'll be there with you to sing around God's throne. Sing, 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 sing around God's throne. Sing around his throne with my loved ones all at home. Sing, 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 sing around God's throne. Sing around God's throne while eternity rolls on. Now, friend, will you be singing all around God's throne? Will you be left behind when he takes your children home? He will soon be coming, so get your sandals on. How happy you will be to sing around God's throne. Sing, 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 sing around God's throne. Sing around his throne with my loved ones all at home. Sing, 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 sing around God's throne. Sing around God's throne while eternity rolls on. Sing around God's throne.